everybody, and welcome back to Noodles at Noon, the show that focuses on things that are not worth focusing on. Michael texted me an intro for this week's show, but I've already forgotten what it was. I'm Ben, and this is my friend Noah.
Hello, welcome to the show. It's good to be back.
And then there's Michael.
Hi. So this morning, my dog decided to slam my head into the corner of the wall, the outward corner of the wall.
Wait.
The
Your
90-degree
dog
angle.
decided to slam your head?
Yeah.
How tall is your dog versus how tall are you?
I was on the ground, thank you.
Oh, okay.
So I think I have post-concussion syndrome. Everything's really bright. Everything's really loud. But my speech is largely unaffected, so I think I'm good to do the podcast, guys. Let's do it.
Podcast?
Yup.
I think I'm going to do a podcast. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Noodles at Noon.
That was an offensive concussion joke. I'm sorry. If
It's
your loved one
okay.
has had a concussion, sorry, too bad. But
Michael, it's going to be okay. They won't remember the joke by the end of the show.
Okay, we should
Thank you
probably
so much for
cut
tuning
all of
in.
that.
no, concussions
Why?
are funny. There's nothing
Concussions-
offensive
Is
about being
that-
concussed.
I don't know.
We just have to pretend we're the NFL. It's okay.
Yeah, someone Ben and I know got concussed by a door opening. So,
Oh.
I mean, that's funny.
There's nothing funnier than getting concussed by a door. Thank you so much for tuning into Noodles at Noon. It's so great to have you here, and all of the fun things that we're going to do along the way. Make sure you check out our website, noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Wow.
FabulousWildman.com.
Yes, fabulouswildmen.com. Coming up this week on our webpage, you can go there and you'll find a blog written by Michael, because he's writing blogs now for our show.
Wow.
This is the first
I'm
he's hearing about it, but he's going to do it.
editing and blogging.
It's a
So,
motherhood blog.
You know, I might be doing a little blog about this book right here, The Art of Possibility. I finished it. It's not my weekly update, but I'm going to have a little quotation again. Look, see guys, I marked it right there. See that?
Can we start a
So,
Noodles at
we'll
Noon
get there.
book club?
Yeah, it would involve every 8 to 12 weeks reading a book that's 100 pages long.
That's
'cause
a
I'm very
little extreme
slow.
for me.
That's a little bit too fast.
Yeah, it's a little too fast for
Is
me.
being in a book club too extreme for you? Is that what you're saying, Noah?
Well, okay, I started a book in September that I just finished last week, so
The
it took
21st night.
took me about 3 or 4 months. But since then, I've finished 2 other books, and I'm about to finish a 3rd book. So my reading is kind of all over the place.
Yeah, I started a book in high school, and I'm still reading it. I love how I kind of started this show as a joke this week, because we literally had just hit record when I did the intro, but I guess we're going for it.
Well, I thought you were finally getting used to what's called efficiency, but it's okay. We can roll with it.
What do you mean, finally? I've never been attempting to get used to efficiency.
I feel like we should have some behind the scenes that even though it takes... the final edited show is only about an hour, sometimes a little over. Some days it takes 2 to 3 hours to record this show, because we usually have about 20 minutes of just talking before we even record, because we're still setting up our microphones and planning the games very last minute sometimes. But this week, we just kind of went for it. We said, let's get together at 10. It is 10:05, and we're 4 minutes into the podcast already.
Well, you know, that one show that we started at 7 p.m. and it finished at 10:10 p.m. was probably my least favorite show we've ever done. But, yep, that's a personification.
I don't
of how
have a
long
least
this can
favorite
go.
show. They're all my children, and I love them each
Oh, really?
in their own way.
Uh-huh.
My children. Anyway, we should do weekly updates, don't you think?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Who's first? Oh, look, it's
You.
me. And Noah doesn't have a weekly update yet.
I forgot.
Maybe we shouldn't
He'll
have started
figure it out.
early. He'll get there. Well, this week I'm happy to share I became a TikTok star with TikTok dances.
No.
Congrats.
Thank you. What was that, Noah?
We may have to distance ourselves from Ben. We'll see where this goes.
Well, I downloaded TikTok and now I'm a TikTok star. I don't know what's so hard for that to be understood, Noah.
I think Glenn's just in a bad mood today.
My new nickname is Glenn.
We call him Glenn now.
No
He's
reason.
a good and faithful servant. No, I did not download TikTok. This was for our company party at my place of employment. Since we're not able to like get together in a big company group for some reason that they refused to tell us the reasoning behind, each department was tasked with making a video highlighting some of the goals that they hit during 2020 and all that different stuff. And since I work in the social media department, we decided that our video was going to be TikTok themed. And because, social media, 2020, everyone got on TikTok, all that stuff, except for me. I never actually got on TikTok. But this required me to learn 2 TikTok dances, which I've already forgotten. I know one of them was called Corvette, but that one had naughty words in it, so I don't recommend looking it up. Yeah.
Oops.
But we cut those out of our version when we play it for the company, so it won't have naughty words in it. But yeah, I've learned 2 TikTok dances. I feel like I learned them quite well because I'm in charge of editing the video, and I got to watch myself dance. And I was like,
Wait,
you know what?
Isn't the whole point of TikTok that you edit the video inside of TikTok as you shoot?
Well, they're
the
not
video
actually
it's being
TikToks, Michael. They're just TikTok
Fraud.
dances that we recorded for the company video.
I'm disappointed. I thought
Really?
you were the next TikTok star.
I could download TikTok if you really
you
wanted
probably
me
don't
to.
want to. I mean,
I
it's
don't want to.
Freedom of choice.
Noah really doesn't want me to, for some reason.
Actually, I have 5 TikTok accounts.
Noah, do you have TikTok?
I have like burner TikTok accounts. Kind of like Mitt Romney.
That's like me with YouTube pages.
That's true too.
I have like 5 YouTube pages for different reasons, and it's all 5 of my subscribers on my other YouTube pages.
Yeah, I'm like, how Mitt Romney has that burner Twitter account of that French guy, and sometimes he'll go onto that Twitter account and defend Mitt Romney, defend himself. That's what I am on TikTok. Like I make TikTok videos on one account, and then I promote it with the other accounts, and smash out the haters with my other accounts, and I have a whole TikTok network.
Does your sister have TikTok? That strikes me as the sort of thing that she would have, actually.
I'm too afraid to ask. I don't think she does.
We'll have her on the show and we can ask. Lex, do you have TikTok? This is an intervention. But yeah, so if anyone needs help with TikTok dances, I know 2 of them. I feel like I did them quite well. You can hire my dancing services for $44.95 and check out the Noodles at Noon TikTok page. That's going to be a new thing I do. I promote a new social media page of ours that we're eventually not going to have. Yeah. Last week it was Twitter. This
how's
week
that
it's TikTok.
Twitter going?
No, the Twitter's going great. Ask how our Instagram's going, the account that we actually have.
How's our Instagram
Dead.
going?
Oh, it's going so well. I haven't posted in like a month.
Well, oops.
That's all I got. That's the only thing that's happened to me this past week, aside from starting another burner YouTube page.
Can you list all of your burner YouTube accounts so we can go follow all of them?
Well, there's my personal one, which is just Ben Shoemate. I just started one for baseball card stuff, which is called Wasted on Cards, because I waste my money
he gets
that
really
I
drunk
don't have.
on the show and opens up cards.
It's all about me fermenting baseball cards and then drinking them. And then I have one. Why do I have like 2 others, and I don't know why. One's like Ben Shoemate 57.
All I got, I typed
or
in
maybe it's
wasted on
37.
cards in YouTube, and all it came up with was Chasing Cars by Snow Patrol. So
Make sure you spelled the words right.
I did.
Did you spell wasted as counting on?
So I subscribed to
cards is
Snow
hard.
Patrol. I hope that helps.
I will say the account that I just made, the baseball card one, has 8 subscribers now.
Whoa.
Wasted on
So-
cars. Hilarious GTA 5 wasted car accidents. GTA 5 wasted compilation. Abandoned supercars in Dubai. I get a lot more recommendations for GTA 5 and cars than you did.
Make sure you spell cards correctly. CARDS, not
Yeah.
cars.
I did.
Okay, now I'm getting scammer videos.
Well, that's just because that's what you watch, Michael.
Apparently, Bob Ross, The Untold Truth of Bob Ross.
I don't want to know the untold truth of Bob Ross, if I'm being completely
I'll save
serious.
that one.
Don't you just want to watch all those videos, like the hidden secret Mr. Rogers didn't want you to know, and it's got some clickbaity thumbnail with Mr. Rogers like smoking a joint or something. Those are the YouTube videos that really appeal to me.
And you watch it and you got like a speeding ticket once.
Yeah. Never publicly revealed, but
Yeah. He made the police officer cry because he was like, I'm your friend. We can be good friends, even though you've helped keep me humble and let me know when I'm doing something wrong. So thank you. Thank you for being in my life, officer. I feel like that's what Mr. Rogers would do if he was ever pulled over.
have I talked about why I never got into Mr. Rogers?
You were too young.
Because you're angry.
I
'Cause you're
didn't.
bitter.
I thought he scared me. Like as a kid, I thought Mr. Rogers was really scary. I didn't like how he was always like stripping in front of children and like, I'm going to take my sweater off now. I didn't like it.
You know why he does that, right?
What?
Or why he did that. You know why he did that, right?
Because his mom knitted him the sweaters.
Well, that's why he wore the sweaters. But he did that because it was part of a routine, and it was for kids to have like a routine. So it was something they could expect every episode. So they felt more calm, because that's all that kids really need, is a constant routine. And that's how they feel the most comfortable. So that's what he would do at the start of every one of his shows. However, it apparently did not work for you.
It kind of unnerved me. Like I was just waiting for something in that routine to be broken. Like, when's the episode when all this just
When
goes
am I gonna be
horribly
disappointed?
wrong?
Okay, so here's what you're going to do, Noah. You're going to steal someone's Amazon Prime account, and you're going to watch this documentary called Won't You Be My Neighbor, which is on Amazon Prime. You can watch it free with ads, which is what I did over the last 2 days. I watched this documentary about Fred Rogers, and it was very good. It was quite good. There's a little bit of language, which is interesting for a Fred Rogers thing, but some of his staff, what would you call them? Production assistants?
Staff.
Were colorful people. So there you go. But it was a really good documentary, and a shame to find out that his wife passed away on Friday
Yeah, that's true.
at the age of 92 when I finished watching the documentary.
So I'm hoping because it's PG-13, and that means that they get to have one F-bomb in the movie, that it's the time
Mine
that
says not rated.
they forgot to hit record.
I think he's talking about the movie with Tom Hanks.
I'm talking about the documentary.
Yeah, the Won't You Be My Neighbor. Google says it's PG-13, so I'm hoping they reserve that F-bomb for like the one time they forgot to hit record and ruined a whole episode, and Mr. Rogers just goes off on like a swearing tangent.
There was only like one time he actually got mad while recording, and he was trying to pitch a tent, I think.
Is that a true story?
Yeah. You can look it up.
Okay.
There's also a image of a naked rear end in the documentary. So
What?
just
Whose?
not Fred's.
Oh, good.
The time Mr. Rogers almost got mad, and it's like this very red and black image of Mr. Rogers
Clickbait.
looking kind of angry. Anyway, that's probably enough about Mr. Rogers, right?
Yeah, is that all your week was envying Mr. Rogers?
I really don't have anything to report. I forgot to put anything down in the weekly updates. I'm back at work this week, back in the office, and that's about all I accomplished this week.
Sounds like a productive week.
It was a productive week.
Do you want to hear the opposite of a productive week?
Tell us about your not productive week.
Well, hockey came back this week, which was or last week, I guess. And that was the biggest moment of my life, except I don't have access to any of the games. So I listen to the radio or pretend that I'm following along. And, well, our team, I don't know if I should be that vague, but they lost their first game and smoked the other team in their second game. Big time. So that
Same
was
team,
good.
though.
What? Same team.
was-
Same team, though.
same
Yes,
team.
correct. I thought you were speaking a different language. I heard Sanfino. I'm like, what?
Yes,
What
I was
does
trying to speak
Sanfino mean?
Spanish, Michael.
I think that'd be Italian. But the book, I forget if I mentioned, oh my gosh, there's Fred. I forgot if I mentioned that. Noah, please just put your mouth on that image, please. I will die if you somehow get just your mouth on there. Let
don't
me
die.
read an excerpt from The Art of Possibility, and I'm going to shrink this image so I can't see Noah try to make me laugh. It's always a dangerous thing when I try to cold read on the show. So here we go. Where do I begin? To begin the inquiry, we have distinguished a new entity that personifies the togetherness of you and me and others. This entity, the we, can be found among any two people, in any community or organization, and it can be thought of in poetic terms as a melody running through the people of the earth. It emerges in the way music emerges from individual notes when a phrase is played as one long line, and in the way a landscape coalesces out of the multicolored strokes of an impressionist painting, Bob Ross, when you get some distance, and in the way a family comes into being when the first child is born. The we appears when, for the moment, we set aside the story of fear, competition, and struggle and tell its story. I just thought that was a really moving paragraph out of this book. And again, if you have any remote interest in self-help, philosophy, and /or music, that is the way to go. I am disturbed.
I was waiting for you to notice.
Clearly, no one needs a little self-help after what's being shown on our screen right now.
Yeah, Michael found a way to superimpose his. This is going to be the weirdest sentence I've ever said.
Please explain
Michael
this to
found
our
a way to
audio listeners.
superimpose his mouth onto Fred Rogers.
I'm not. No, that's
except
Noah.
I'm not
That's
Michael.
not me.
Oh yeah, Noah
I'm
found
still
a way
here.
to superimpose his mouth onto Fred Rogers. Oh gosh!
Don't purse your lips, son.
Don't. Oh. Anyway, moving on. Do you have any reviews or feedback from this past week?
I'm gonna take a picture of this just to put on. If you go to noodlespodcast.com, you'll see a picture of
Noodlespodcast.com.
my mouth
Noodlespodcast.com.
superimposed on a creepy picture of Mr. Rogers.
I don't know why Noah's default look is duck face, kissy lip.
Duck face, kissy lip, Fred Rogers.
We have a speak pipe this week to clear up some
memes.
confusion.
Fast food, long food debacle.
Exactly. So last week on the show, Ben and I got into a bit of an argument about
It got
what
heated.
defines a fast food restaurant. I think specifically we were talking about kind of fast casual places like Noodles or Qdoba, where it doesn't have a drive-through. It's not really a fast food type place, but it's not a sit-down place like where a waiter or waitress comes up and takes your order. Daniel, friend of the show, has submitted a speak pipe to right the wrongs that were made last week.
Hey there, Noodles at New Podcast. This is your friend of the show, Daniel. Hey, just chiming in on the fast food controversy, and it is controversy as well it should be. But here's my take. Fast food, I think, is food that is manufactured with commercial intent. So like a restaurant that doesn't cook, prepare all their own food on location, but mainly heat or reheat food and then reserve it. That would be fast food. So for instance, like a mom and pop drive-in where you order at the counter and get your food fairly quickly, I would not consider fast food because they're probably making everything. Whereas Sonic is fast food. So that's my take. Anyway, thanks for the show and thanks for bringing up the really important topics that are affecting our nation today. Appreciate it, guys.
You're welcome, Daniel. And also, I 100% agree with that take.
Okay, well now I think it's my turn to just talk about these allegations that have been made. And I think one thing that we've found a lot recently is that sometimes when people are wrong and they're proven to be wrong, they won't accept that they're wrong. And I don't want to be like that. So I want to also confess that Jesse and I had a conversation because she asked me more about this after she listened to the podcast. And I ended up arguing Ben's case, not realizing that I had argued the opposite case on the podcast.
Ooh.
So I want to be the first to admit I was wrong. Ben, you were right. And
Thank you.
Yeah, a place like the taco place you were talking about last week is not a
La
fast food
Fiesta
place.
Express.
La Fiesta Express. It is not a fast food place. You heard it here first.
I will let them know. I will go there again and be like, hey guys, just so you know, had a long discussion, 2-week-long discussion on my podcast, and we decided you're not a fast food place. Congratulations. You get the official Noodles at Noon seal of approval, which they would probably then think we're like some sort of like food review podcast.
Are we not?
Are we
know.
going to go that way? Just like Good Mythical Morning? Like we're going to start as something actually good and then just become a food show?
Oh,
Well, I mean, we could remain Christian. That's a start.
Oh, okay. That's
Why do we have to edit that out? It's not like they're ever going to hear it.
because I'm offended by it.
Why are you offended by it? You're a Christian. I'm offended by your assertion that I'll remain Christian. Anyway, Daniel, thank you so much for sending us that speak pipe. If you want to leave a speak pipe, make sure you go to noodlespodcast.com.
FabulousWildMen.com.
You can also go there, or you can go to noodlespodcast.com and go to the Contact Us page. You'll see a big orange button that says Speak Pipe, I believe. Click on it. It'll take you to a
How
site.
do we never know?
Because none of us do it.
You think the people that, well, Noah designed it, but you think the people that run the gig should, it says start recording.
Okay, there's a big orange button that says Start Recording. And then when you click that, it'll take you to a SpeakPipe site where you can start recording.
No, it's all on the website.
It's
Okay.
all on the website?
Yeah, you need more experience. Contact
Interesting.
page, start recording.
Cool. Do what Michael said. And this week's Speak Pipe... I just had a stroke. This week's Speak
Wow, do
Pipe
you have
question...
a concussion?
This week's Speak Pipe question is going to be Noah.
who's your favorite host? No.
Oh,
just
dear.
kidding.
This reminds me when I was in college, we did a presentation in my nonverbal communications class, and I can't remember what like the topic. No, the topic of our presentation was looks can be deceiving, and it was all about one of the things we did is like what our eyes perceive may not actually be the case, and we talked about like how our eyes and our mind interpret attractiveness. And now Noah has Mr. Rogers' forehead. But like,
Is that an attractive thing?
I don't think so. One of the things we had the class do was my partner and I turned around with our backs to them and we had them vote on which one of us was more attractive. I still to this day wonder the results of that vote because I never got to see it. So, but for whatever reason, you asking who's your favorite host reminded me of that.
Okay, here's the question this week. What's your opinion on Mr. Rogers? Are you pro, anti? What do you think about Mr. Rogers?
If we get a single person who's anti Mr. Rogers,
Noah,
me.
evidently.
Me.
I don't. In my opinion, that's worse than having a TikTok, is being anti Mr. Rogers.
Actually, most people would probably agree with that. Mr. Rogers is beloved.
Yeah. He is very beloved. It's almost to the point where like you're not invited to come to ARC with us
your
anymore because you're
birthday.
so anti Mr. Rogers.
No, I want to go to ARC.
I thought you were going to uninvite him from your birthday party like we used to do in elementary school to people that were mean to us.
I didn't have like the means to uninvite people from my birthday party.
Because you don't
Like-
invite people to your birthday party regardless.
No,
Is
I'm
that
like,
what you're saying? Oh,
I need the
chose.
people I invited to be there, or else no one's going to be there. Anyway, do we have games? Do we need games this week?
Oh, we have games. I have a game this week. But
oh,
Hold on, my
we have a
screen-
game this week. Game. That was a SpongeBob. Okay, whatever.
Okay, my
I get it.
my screenshot wasn't saving. Now it's saving. Okay. All right. This game, we're going to be playing another round of Amazon movie reviews. I believe Ben came up with this game a few weeks ago, and we're going to be playing another round of it. In this game, I am going to read a review and maybe leave out a few words and phrases just so we don't give anything away. And then you have to guess what the product is. Ben, we may have pulled from similar resources in doing this, so there's a possibility you're going to have to tell me that you know the answer to a question, in which case I have
I'm not
a
going to
backup.
tell you if I know the answer to a question, no. I'm just going to win. So,
All right, fine. Michael, you're at a severe
Or
disadvantage. So
I'm no cheater.
we'll let Michael go first on the first question. All right, this is an Amazon review for a product, and Michael, you're going to have to tell me what the product is. The review says, "My husband and I have been arguing about what to fill the large wall on the stairs with for months. He wanted a mirror, and I wanted this." Michael, what is this product that this wife wanted on her stairwell wall?
I'm really confused. Did you mention the word movie at some point in your title? Because I swear I
did,
heard
and that's
that.
why I got confused.
Did I?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. They're not movie reviews. I think I was thinking of the Twitter account, Weird Amazon Movie Reviews, or Amazon Movie Reviews that I follow, and I just conflated the two.
Don't do that. You're going to show us answers. What are you doing?
Wait, I didn't mean to do this.
What are you, Sonny boy?
I need
Ben,
to
full
stop
screen,
messing.
quick. Enhance. Zoom.
I need to stop messing with stuff. This is a very distracted episode. My husband and I have been arguing about what to fill the large wall on the stairs with for months. He wanted a mirror, and I wanted this. Michael, what do you think this product is?
An LG wallpaper flat screen TV. They make these new TVs that are like an inch thick. They're super thin just for the novelty of it. There's no other practical purpose. But that's it. Since you may have in Apparel Universe said something about movies, we're going to go with wallpaper TV.
All right, Ben, what do you think?
I don't think this is going to have anything to do with movies, because I think this is like, while it may be interesting to have a super thin TV, it's not weird to have a super thin TV. And these are weird Amazon products, or weird reviews for Amazon products, which normally come from weird Amazon products. So I'm going to guess that it is a 4-foot long fake taxidermy plastic swordfish or barracuda.
Dum digga dum digga dum digga dum digga dum digga dum digga dum digga
Bum,
dum.
bum, bum.
All right. We have a super thin LG TV or a 4-foot long swordfish. And the correct answer
Swordfish.
is a peel and stick wall decal of a senior woman with an asthma inhaler. I'm gonna send a picture, and it's just like a stock photo of a woman taking an asthma inhaler, and it's a peel and stick wall decal.
Ben, what were those called? Fat heads?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a fat head of a royalty-free image of a woman with an inhaler.
Noah, I will say this. You should charge your phone. Secondly, it kind of reminds me of a barracuda or a swordfish.
I feel like, okay, Michael was off base that it was a piece of technology. Ben was correct that it was more decor. However, Michael also said something ultra thin, and this decal is ultra thin, whereas a swordfish
But I
has
think
more
I
depth.
used the word specifically wallpaper as well.
You know what? You're right.
And this is some sort of paper that sticks to a wall.
Michael gets the point.
Yes.
But we have three
I feel like
questions.
I was still more close, but whatever.
Ben, you have 2 more questions. Don't worry about it.
All right, question number 2, and Ben gets to go first. This man says, we shouldn't be avoiding them. We should be confronting them. If we spend our lives running away, they win. Ben, what is the Amazon product?
Something we run away from. So I'm going to guess the Crazy Daisy water toy thing that I had when I was a kid. It was like you attach a hose to it, and it looked like a flower, and it would kind of just like wave around, kind of like those inflatable people outside of car dealerships, and spray water everywhere. And we would run away from it because we were like, no, I don't want to get sprayed by the crazy daisy. Ah. That's what I sound like as a kid. So I'm going to guess the crazy daisy.
Crazy Daisy, a water toy. All right, Michael, what do you think?
It's going to be a knockoff of a shark vacuum, and he's talking about dust bunnies. So it's a really bad knockoff of a shark vacuum designed to catch dust bunnies better. Because if you keep running away from them, they're going to win. They'll just populate, as dust and bunnies do.
All right.
That's a winning answer. That is a winning answer.
That's a winning answer. That's a good answer, Steve. All right. The answer is How to Avoid Huge Ships, which is a book about avoiding large vessels in the water. Which for this, I have to give to Ben because he kind of got the water aspect correct. Even though it was a sprinkler toy he was referring to, it's got water. It needs to be avoided. So this man says, we shouldn't just be avoiding huge ships. We should be confronting them. If we spend our lives running away, the huge ships win.
Be careful saying that so many times.
Running away from huge ships.
All right. Now the score is 1-1. We have one last question. And the review says, he is a good man. I am content at night, knowing he watches me sleep. Michael.
Me.
What is the product?
A couple things come to mind. The first is some sort of clock, but we're not going to go there. I'll let Ben take that if he wants it. The second one is they make these products that is like a pillow that is shaped like a human with an arm, so it can hug you as you sleep. So it's a pillow boyfriend. Pillow boyfriend.
Every woman's dream. A pillow boyfriend. Good answer. Ben. He is a good man. I'm content at night knowing he watches me sleep. Who is it?
I'm going to stick with the pillow vibe. My first
No, we
guess...
just said who is it. That's a hint. You just won the game. Congratulations. If you guess a human, you win.
That's not true.
Like a cardboard cutout.
My initial thought was the My Pillow guy. However, I don't think his face is on the pillow. I wouldn't know. I've never owned one. My second guess, however, was a pillowcase of Jeff Goldblum from Jurassic Park, where he's on the table with his like shirt open, kind of striking that Jeff Goldblum pose after he's been attacked by a T-Rex because he was carrying the flare to get the T-Rex away from the children. So my answer is Jeff Goldblum, Jeff Goldbluming.
Jeff Goldblum, Jeff Goldbluming. So wait, is that Jeff Goldblum on a pillow or something specifically, or a pillow boyfriend?
Jeff Goldblum on a pillowcase, yes.
All right, I almost said Jeff Bezos. Jeff Goldblum on a pillow or a pillow boyfriend. The correct answer is a miniature cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito. Again.
Ben, I softballed you that answer and you didn't even bite. You stole mine on the pillow. What?
Softballed the answer. You said clocks.
No, I said let's rewind the tape. There was a part where I said that you said who, so just answer some sort of cardboard cutout.
No, you never said cardboard cutout.
I did.
You said answer somebody.
No, it's in my recording. I will put it right here to prove you wrong. Like a cardboard cutout.
And you will not, because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, I will, because I said it. It came out of my mouth.
I think I'm with Ben on this one. I never heard that either.
You'll be proven wrong.
All right. Well, do you want to record an apology in case you are incorrect?
Nope.
I'm gonna keep bringing this up throughout the rest of the show just to make sure you don't cut it out, because I know for a fact you didn't say it, but
I know for a fact I did. So we'll see whose memory works. That is disgusting. That image.
It's Jeff Goldblum on a pillowcase.
All right. Well, Richie. I think I may have softballed it to Ben a little bit because I did say who accidentally instead of what. But I think I do have to go.
I will say
Ben's
I was going
answer.
to guess this pillowcase before you said that. So,
okay, we go on the honor system here. Yeah. I trust you. I'm going to give the point to Ben because he said a celebrity, a physical representation of a celebrity. Pillowcase. cardboard cutout. Either way, Jeff Goldblum and Danny DeVito often get mistaken for each other quite a bit in movies.
That's true. Yeah.
So, Ben, you win this edition of Amazon reviews that are weird.
Thank you. I'm honored to have won this. And as the victor, I will now transition us into another game, a new game that has never been played before that I came up with. I had a game planned, but I decided to change it at the last second.
What number new game is this?
What?
What number new game is this? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Do you have a list of games?
Someone made a list of games. I just stole it.
Well, this game is going to be called. I had a different name in here, but Michael, did you go in and change the name of my game?
Oh yeah, I did.
You changed it to "We Built This City." I mean, I had it as "Name That City," but "We Built This City" is fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read really weird town slogans, and your job now, it's going to be hard for you to guess the exact city, but you can guess the state at which that city is in. I still won't give you the name of the city. I'll just read you the town slogan, a little bit about it. But you guys are going to have to give me the state that it's in. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
I feel like that's pretty cut and dry. So we're going to start with Michael. You can go first with the horseradish capital of the world. It also has a giant ketchup bottle water tower. So yeah, what state has a town that is the horseradish capital of the world and also has a giant ketchup bottle water tower? I cannot say that.
Wow. I still think you may have been concussed.
I may have.
Horseradish capital water tower.
Ketchup bottle water tower.
All right, let's think about a horseradish for a minute. So that's a root, if I'm not mistaken. Is it a root?
Correct, I think.
Okay, so where has dirt? The United States has dirt. So let's narrow it down.
Somewhere in the United States.
Good dirt. Right. I'm thinking Midwest United States or just mid-United States. We're going to say, you said I just have to say a state, correct?
Yep, just a state.
Missouri.
All right, Noah. Horseradish capital of the world also has a giant bottle or ketchup bottle water tower. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to go off the ketchup bottle clue, because what do you think of when you think of ketchup bottle? You think of Heinz. And who runs Heinz? It's John Kerry's wife. John Kerry was the Democratic presidential candidate in 2004, I believe. His wife was a Heinz family member. So where is John Kerry from? I have no idea. So I'm going to say Pennsylvania.
We got Pennsylvania and Missouri. Well, hang on, John. Okay, well, first of all, he was born in Aurora, Colorado.
Oh,
wow. Where's that?
I have no idea where that's at. Was he like a representative?
Teresa Heinz. Yeah, she was part of the Heinz, dynasty, the ketchup dynasty. She's worth $1 billion.
Where is Heinz located? Hang on, I'm trying to decide who I'm going to give this to.
Where is Heinz ketchup made?
It's Heinz Fields in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh! I was right!
Okay, well, so we have Pennsylvania, which is where Heinz is located, so good job, Noah, and Missouri. However, this is in Illinois. So in terms of like geographical closeness, I'm going to have to give it to Noah, because I do believe Illinois is closer to Pennsylvania than Missouri. Wait, I might be wrong. I need a map.
We should do a GeoGuessr on this and like
we should do
measure
a
the distance. Measure the distance in kilometers and then give us points accordingly. I don't know. My state touches Illinois.
You're right. Hang on.
Which means geography is hard.
Yeah, Missouri is way closer to Illinois than Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you want me to edit that out to make you sound smarter?
No, I think in my mind I confused Missouri with Mississippi.
I did too.
So that happens. So I'm going to give this point to Michael, as I have now changed my mind. because Missouri's a lot closer to Illinois than Pennsylvania. I don't know what I was thinking. So congratulations, Michael. Moving on to round 2 of We Built This City, because apparently that's what we're calling this. Let's go with this town, which, so I'm going to have to actually say the name of the town, but it won't give away where it's located, unless you look it up, which I highly recommend not doing that because that's cheating. So this town name is Madawaska, which means...
Why have I heard that before?
Land of the Porcupine.
Ooh.
So, where is the land of the porcupine, starting with Noah?
All right, I'm trying to think where in America I have seen porcupines personally, and that would be nowhere. I don't think I've ever seen a porcupine. So I am going to pick
The zoo.
I'm going to pick the most central state, being, I guess, either Kansas or Colorado, just to try and get that distance. But I don't feel like there are really porcupines in that part of the world. I'm going to go with Pennsylvania. I'm feeling Pennsylvania. I'm feeling good about it.
All right, we got Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Michael,
South
land
Dakota.
of the porcupine.
Absolutely South Dakota. Locked in, loaded.
All right, well, I'm not even going to have to break out my distance thing because the correct answer is Madawaska, Maine,
Dang
Yeah.
which is a lot closer to Pennsylvania than it is to South Dakota. And I knew that one that time. So, Noah, you get a point. So, going into the final round, we are tied up at 1 apiece, which brings us to the Christmas pickle capital of the world. This is a tradition that we've talked about. It's actually a German tradition. However, this is not, this is the United States, not Germany. The Christmas pickle capital of the world. In case you're wondering, the Christmas pickle is not a pickle at all. It's a pickle-shaped glass ornament to be hung last on the tree, or first, and you can do it that way. So, Michael, starting with you, where is the Christmas pickle capital of the world? I feel like I can give you the name of the city, too, because it won't give it away. It's Berrien Springs.
That is a very East Coast name, if I've ever heard it. I'm going to go with Maryland.
All right, we have Maryland.
Yep,
Noah.
Yep.
Berrien Springs, the Christmas pickle capital of the world. Where is this located?
Now, I promise I do know more than one state. However,
Pennsylvania.
what is more German in America than Pennsylvania?
Which, of course, in German we know translates to the pickle state.
I think that's the slogan for Pennsylvania, like Pennsylvania, the pickle state.
All right, well, you picked 2 states that are right next to each other, so thanks for that. However, just because Pennsylvania is the larger of the 2, and therefore closer to Michigan, where this is located.
Oh yeah, Pennsylvania is
they're
closer
just
to Michigan.
Right across. Pennsylvania is a lot closer to Michigan. That's what I said, right?
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
so.
Just right across Lake Erie from each other. I'm going to have to give it to Noah, even though he guessed the same state 3 times in a row. So, congratulations, Noah. You win the first round of We Built This City, which is a name that Michael came up with, even though he didn't know what the game was about, so it doesn't exactly make that much sense.
It's still a song reference, which is
It is a song reference from...
something I like.
What band was... Oh my gosh. It wasn't
Jefferson
Boston. Who
Starship
was it?
or Airplane.
Yep, Jefferson Starship.
Jefferson Tugboat.
Jefferson Tugboat. Well, I won a game. I think Michael won a game. No, wait.
No.
Hang on. We only had 2 games.
No. It was
I won a
you
game and Noah won a
Noah.
game.
Which
Sorry,
is
I
good,
forgot
because
we
Noah
only had
didn't
2
win
games this
anything last week, I think.
That's
so
good. Congratulations,
it's
Noah.
fair. Equity.
Yes.
And Michael, since you didn't win a game, you get the prize of doing the outro
And editing the show.
and going to ARC with us.
Which, of course, means I will be up until the butt crack of dawn editing the show as I do. Sorry for that visual language there. But thanks for tuning in to the Fabulous Wild Men podcast. You can find us at fabulouswildmen.com.
Noodlespodcast.com. I'm not
You
running
can find
with
us
this
at
new title.
noodlespodcast.com. Why? We paid money for it.
Yeah, but I still
Oh my
don't.
gosh!
I mean, like,
I paid for this nice, really nice shirt, but I'm not going to wear it because I don't like the color of it.
but we already have a really nice. We paid for another really nice shirt that isn't weird sounding.
Then why do we pay for the? Okay, no, I
Because
am
it's
now
funny. Do you know
unvenmoing
me?
the $6.
I buy clothes because I think they look weird, and that doesn't mean I wear them. I have a green sports coat just because I thought it
Dave
was
Ramsey
funny.
would be upset with you.
What? Oh yeah, he would.
Well, then I don't know how to sign off the show because that was my bit, and now it's been crashed.
I think we stretched out the bit for long enough. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. Congratulations to Noah and myself for winning, but you guys are the true winners because you all are winners. So thank you so, so much. Hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you or hear you, or you'll hear us again next week. And fabulouswildmen.com.
Yes.
FabulousWildmen.com. That was less than an hour.